Nehemiah chapter 3 teaches us three lessons. First, it teaches us how the church should be established. If we look at today's text, there is an expression that is repeated over and over again, and nest. It is written 30 times in chapter 3, and next who repaired, and next who repaired. So what does it teach us by repeating and nest? Ephesians 4:15-16 says, "He's the head, into Christ, from whom the whole body, joined and held together by every joint with which it is equipped, when each part is working properly, makes the body grow so that it builds itself up in love." In other words, the church can be established as a church of Christ when it is connected and joined together under the head, Jesus Christ, and each serves according to their gifts and according to the measure of their faith. Second, it teaches us that the church is established amidst the opposition of enemies. If we look at chapter 2, which is the previous chapter, Nehemiah preached the grace that God had given him and tried to build the wall, but the enemies came and interfered. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to betray the king? They slandered you. And if you look at the last chapter of the text, chapter 4, enemies came again and interfered. If so, it teaches us that the church is in the midst of a spiritual battle and that we must overcome the interference of the enemies together. Third, it shows who has the right to worship God. What does this mean? If you look at chapter 2, when the enemies came and interfered, Nehemiah said, "You have no inheritance, no right, and no name in Jerusalem." On the other hand, the names that appear in chapter 3 mean that they are people who have inheritance, rights, and names in Jerusalem. In other words, they are names that are recorded in the genealogy of the kingdom of God. So how glorious are these names? They are more glorious than the list of successful applicants for college or work.